Hello friends, welcome to the world of data center experts called Data Center Guru, where you will have solutions for each and every problems. And the benchmark is nothing less than excellence. I am NK Singh, founder of Data Center Guru. At the outset, I would like to wish you all a very happy Vasant Panchami and Saraswati Puja. I did not find any better date or day than Saraswati Puja itself, who is goddess of knowledge and wisdom. And the key purpose of opening this YouTube channel named Data Center Guru, knowing A to Z of data center, is spreading knowledge about data centers across the industry, across the region, which I have earned after spending decades in this industry, where I have designed, built, operated multiple data centers of different size and types across the globe. And the key purpose is to share that knowledge and experience with you so that you can be able to apply that knowledge and gain that experience in the industry and get benefited by it. What I have done is I have divided this data center A to Z learning into multiple sessions. Each sessions is of around 15-minute duration, and I would be uploading these sessions at every 3 days interval where you can be able to go through these sessions. And the way the sessions are designed and will be uploaded in ascending orders. That means from basics to basic plus one, basic plus two, and so on and so forth. So that you can be able to interlink the knowledge you have gained through different sessions and get benefited from it. And at the end of the day, you can also be able to benefit data center industry by contributing your knowledge, your experience into it. So Data Center Guru is a new baby, new organization or startup which is started in 2021 itself with the key purpose of helping the data center industry in overcoming the challenges what they are facing today. And we find different challenges and gaps in the industry, and our key purpose is to plug in those gaps. Secondly, we believe that excellence is not a milestone. Excellence is a journey which has to be sustained across the lifespan of the data center. And we as Data Center Guru is trying to support the industry in achieving and sustaining the excellence across the data center life cycle so that organizations can get best of their business results. When it comes to the first session, so first session I talked in the beginning that we are going to talk about the basics. So when we talk about basic of any subject, we talk about what is that. So the first session is all about what is data center. So data center is nothing but a type of building. Like you have got office building, you have got malls, you have got hotel building, you have got hospital buildings. These are nothing but type of buildings are associated with application of that building. And based on the application demand, you design and build the building of that capacity. Similarly, the building which is being used as application for data center are called data center building. So I have done a lot of research and could able to prepare this definition of data center. I will also explain you in the simplest way possible so that you will have understanding of not only the definition but also the data center part of it. So the definition is data center is nothing but a specially designed cell, room or building or set of buildings where data center is stored, processed and disseminated. And the data center facility provides safe, secure and conducive environment to the equipments used for compute, storage and distribution of data. So in the simpler way, in data center, there are set of technological equipments placed inside which does the process, storage and distribution of data internally and also outside. And the facility provides the conducive environment, safe and secure and also conducive environment for those equipments so that those equipments work continuously without any interruption, irrespective of outside conditions. So that is the reason when we talk about data center, people always say it is mission critical because the equipments which is processing, storage and distributing the data, these are mission critical business data, and any loss of data costs a very big on the organizations, and that is the reason the organization spent a lot of money in building that cell or building and create that conducive environment which help the technological equipments to work continuously. Data center layers. So when you want to explain everything about a data center, what happens inside, and then it meets its objective successfully, I just try to explain you is more simplest way, and that's how I prepared this data center layer slide. It may look somewhat busy, but it is the simplest way which I can be able to explain you for your better understanding. So the building layer is the bottommost, and anything happens on that layer has got direct impact on the other layers. So it is like stacking the layers one above the other. It is not in parallel, it is one above the other. And the bottommost layer is the building layer, or we also call facility layer. So what it provides? It provides safe, secure and conducive environment to the technological equipments. And whatever different sessions I would be talking about, more about on the building layer, not on the other technological layers. So other layer, what you see in this slide, network layer, is nothing but a layer which is communicating information or distributing information from one devices to other devices. Server and is a hardware or a technological equipment which process the data, compute the data, compute the information. There are storage devices which stores the data, temporary storage or permanent storage. Similarly, over and above the server, there are operating systems, which is software. Similarly, above operating system, there are middleware, which connects operating systems and applications together. And finally, on the top of it, which is application layer, which interfaces with the user. For example, whenever you are using a banking application, so banking app, what you see on your mobile is the top layer, and there are hell lot of all these layers which resides in the data center. And that's how when you make any banking transaction through your mobile phone or through your computer. So application gives you the interface where you talk to the application and do the transaction. And everything what happens in the bank and then completes the transaction happens across all the layers. And how these layers are binded together, because these layers has to be stitched together for optimal results. It cannot be scattered. And these binded together by two specific things. One side, if you can see, security. So there are security equipments and there are security policies and procedures which binds it. Similarly, there are set of policies and procedures which stitch these layers together for optimal performance. And the beauty of this is whenever you get into the design, it starts from the application layer. So you have to understand what is the application. Based on that application, what is the middleware or OS requirement, then what is the server requirement, what is the network requirement, and then go on the building requirement, what is the size of the building in terms of space and the power and the cooling is required to support. And when you start implementing starts from the building layer and then one by one. So all these things are very smartly and well connected, and it is very, very important to follow those steps what is given in this slide. Like design, when you talk, so this information has to flow that way. When you implement, this is how it has to go. Then you will have optimal outcome. So whatever subsequent sessions I will be talking, as I said, I would be talking more about the building layer itself. I will not be talking much about the other layers because, as I said, each and every layer is in subject in itself. Key objective of data center. That means what is expected from data center facility? What organization expects? So that's what in this slide I just wanted to explain. In fact, I have also prepared a framework called CEFAS framework, which is holistic framework which talks about what is expected from data center facility. And if you go from left to right, so the priority is from left to right. The top priority for data center facility is it has to be safe and secure. Second priority is it has to be continuously available. That means the building or the cell has to provide the conducive environment to those equipments, which helps them running continuously 24/7, 365 days in a year without any interruption, irrespective what happens outside. So that's the level of expectation is there from data center. Third, flexible. F for flexible, adaptable, scalable. So when you build a data center building, the lifespan of the data center building is around 20 years, even more than that. But when we talk about the technological equipments, their life duration is now 3 years or 5 years. So you can imagine there would be multiple round of refresh of the equipments which will happen inside the data center. And data center has to be flexible enough to adapt those technological changes without any impact. Second, you don't build data center very large for 10 years of your business plan. So data center has to be designed and built in such a way that as you grow, your business grows. Based on that, you should be able to scale up your data center capacity. So that's called scalability. So F for flexible, adaptable, and scalable. E for efficient. As you know, data center is becoming one of the largest consumer of energy. So gone are the days where we used to build data center of smaller capacities. Now data centers are built in multiple of megawatts, 100 megawatts, 200 megawatts, 300 megawatts. You can imagine within that capacity how many cities and villages can be powered on. So it is not only from that perspective, but whenever you design or build the data center, it has to be efficient so that it consumes the less energy. And also, whenever you are operating, it has to be also efficient way so that it gives you a return on the investment. So efficiency is the fifth criteria which is very important for data center facility. The last ST for sustainability. Environmental and operational sustainability is the key expectation from data center. I explained previously that data center is becoming one of the largest energy guzzler, and most of the energy production is through non-renewable sources, which adds up to the carbon footprint on the planet. There has been a lot of initiatives to enhance the dependency of renewable energy, but still the data center still has got backup power on the DG set, which is there, and it produces carbon, and which is impactful for the environmental sustainability. So the design of and the build of data center has to take care of those criteria. Another part is operational sustainability. It's like whatever great building you build, but one of the important part is how do you sustain that aspect of the building across the lifespan depends on the operational sustainability. Like you have built a data center which meets all these safest criteria, but if you don't operate it properly, if you don't use operational sustainability part of it, then meeting this safest is not going to be there. It is going to be challenge. It's like building a Taj Mahal and not maintaining it. Then it will not be Taj Mahal for a long time. Okay. So this explains what is expectation from a data center facility. Now the point is, why are we talking so much about data center, which compared to other industry? Why we are talking is because the way the technology evolution has happened and the dependency of business on technology has become very, very high. In today's world, nobody can expect a business growth without adapting and using the technologies. So the huge dependency of business on technology with demands for data center. Secondly, there is a huge digitization initiatives which has happened. That is converting normal information into data. And if there is a data, you need data center. Similarly, adoption of content-based viewing, like you view YouTube, which I am talking about on this channel, OTT platforms like Prime Video, Hotstar, etc. So all these contents are somewhere processed, stored, and disseminated, and it demands for data center. And the usage and adaptation of these things are increasing multifold. So we are still to witness a long growth on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and IoTs, which further boost the data center demand. Today, our data center demand is more and supply is less. And that is the reason why we are talking about it. This demand is a sustainable demand, it is not a spike. And that is the reason we are talking about it. There has been huge amount of staffing shortage in this industry. Skilled people in data center industry is a major shortage. And we need the new freshers, new or experienced professionals from the different industry to be inducted into this industry. They need it. Otherwise, that is going to be a major issue. Government is working in the direction where they are coming out with special data center policies, identifying data center as different asset like a normal office building and so forth. So that is the reason we are talking more and more about data centers. And why I have opened is so that more and more people can know about data centers and contribute their skills and knowledge for this industry. So my upcoming session would be on 19th February 2021. That would be my second session, and I would be talking about the data center building blocks. So what are the different building blocks inside the data center, how they are connected, and how you would be able to achieve that objective, what I talked in the previous slides. With this, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope this session has been useful. I am looking forward for your inputs, for your feedback. If there are any shortcomings which I can be able to improve upon, so that in every session I will try and incorporate those improvements and come to you in a much improved way on my next session. In case of any further queries or you would like to get back to us, you can connect us on the email. You can visit our website to know more about it. You can also put in your comment box about your feedback, any queries, and I will surely come back to you to clarify your queries. With this, I would like to thank again. Happy learning. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great time. Sabak hai. Take care.